When I was young, I never needed anyone. Making love was just for fun. These days are gone. Hi, Ophiuchus. You don't want to be all by yourself? If they knew what you had to deal with just today by noon. It's hard. It's hard to be with someone who's, sorry. Fixing the table. There we go. Who's as glorious as you. Did you freak out? Did you think I'll say something bad about you? And the reason why it's hard is because people are not as glorious as you. They don't care as much as you do. They don't work as hard as you do. They don't lose and find themselves as much as you do. It takes a lot of effort. And then it makes you so wise. Your ability to risk and fail and then learn from it and become more skillful, more talented, more capable, more experienced. And they don't like it because they want to be skillful and talented and experienced without perfecting the skill, developing the talent, or doing the work. It's like from the Chinese astrology story about the ox and the rat. The ox competed and he worked very, very hard. He trained very, very hard to compete, and then he went into the competition and he ran and just went through all the obstacles and was right before the finish line where he realized that the rat was riding his back this entire time, not pulling a muscle, not moving an inch, just letting the ox do the work. And then right before the finish line, the rat just jumped off the ox's back and ran straight to the finish line and won. However, they don't know what kind of ox they're dealing with, Ophiuchus, because you, as soon as that rat, from here on, maybe you haven't done that until now, but from here on, as soon as that rat jumps off your back to trying to steal something that you did or do or just by essence are worthy of, you're going to grab them by your teeth in midair. You're going to chew them up and spit them out. And as you spit them out forward, that's the only way they'll ever reach the finish line at your expense, as chewed up goo. Pace to the finish line, dear Ox Ophi. /Seeker13. All signs are welcomed here if you vibe with this Ophiuchus energy. Serpent bearer, bearer of wisdom. Integration of energies from all the zodiac signs. Aren't we all? However, we don't always take advantage of the opportunity to become closer to the divine with wholesome energies. Instead of exploring all the aspects of our chart, we just stay stuck on one aspect and just ride its back. So many of you watching me right now, you go through the motions. You ask the questions when you don't know something because you want to learn, and then that's how you become someone who knows, because you were willing to ask and say, I don't know, what is it? Someone who behaves like they know everything learns nothing. I will learn from anyone who knows something better than I do. Doesn't matter to me their status, their age, and it doesn't matter. Hence, I become knowledgeable. Simple as that. Do the work. You'll get there. Try to ride other people's back and then claim credit. And you'll have a lovely ox chew you up and spit you. Ophiuchus, just claim it. Just claim how much you know. Just claim how much you've gone through. Just claim how experienced you are. Just claim how naturally gifted you are. That's a proper, legitimate claim as well. And if you feel the weight of someone riding your back, taking advantage of you, stealing from you, what are you waiting for? Don't wait until the finish line to have them jump and then chew them up in the air. Just be like, excuse me. Look, cross-watcher, hey, if Ophi knows something better than you do, but you want what they have, and you're like, how come Ophi gets it? Or how come Ophi gets so much attention, or so much appreciation, or so much respect? How come Ophi? Well, do you know what Ophi knows? Have you done what Ophi did? Have you gone through what Ophi gone through? Or do you just want the credit for it? Because you're not that dumb. Or maybe you are someone out there that cross watches and just doesn't get it. Maybe you are. I don't know who's watching. You know, honestly, someone out there in the world has to be dumb enough, because people out there try to do these things. So I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, my viewers, that it's not you. However, I have to consider that I'm supposed to say the truth in order for people to be able to take it or not, and then work with it or not. But avoiding saying something uncomfortable, it's not going to help anyone. So many of you are just dealing with that crap, and some of you are trying to pull that crap. Think about it, Ophiuchus. If you could attend, if you were able to, if you did that and that, why are you making excuses for someone who could have as well and chose not to? If you could make the effort, if you could show up, if you could harness what it is that you've learned and show for it, they could have as well. And if they chose not to, it's not because they couldn't, it's because they're lazy. Don't let them ride your back to the finish line and then jump ahead of you. Don't let them undermine you. Don't let them sneak behind your back and lie. Call it out. Call it out. Be like, I know you lied about me. Or tell the other person they're lying about me. Don't just assume that other people will know that someone is lying. People deal with stuff, and and then they take things at face value because they don't have energy or time to see through the layers. Not everyone can do that. You gotta make it clear. I deal with shit like that literally all the F time. Okay? People just have an issue with people working for success and then succeeding. How dare they? I want to succeed either, but I just don't want to do the work. I'm too busy to do the work. I just want to succeed without doing the work because I'm too busy. You're too busy, Ophi. I'm too busy. We're all busy. Life is busy. We all have shit going on. And if you can't do something, that is perfectly legitimate. If someone can't do something because they're too busy or whatever, everyone has the right to have their own reasons to do or not do anything. But then just shut the F up. Or don't claim to do something that you can't do or that you won't do. Right? I'm yattering to you about this because I need you to stop making excuses for people who are being like shitheads. If someone is being an absolute douche and does to you something that you would never do to them, you would never do to anyone. I'm sorry, are you a spiritualist? A truth seeker? Why are you enabling that crap then? We'll get to the tarot. The tarot are not going to say things that aren't wise, just as the things that I've said to you thus far. This is not about the tool, which is gorgeous. We love tarot. It's about the messages that they help us get. Okay? It's a third party, a bridge that helps us channel the knowledge. So if I can just give it to you direct, that's cool too. I know we like the images. Let's do it. And yeah, they give a lot. Okay. Seeker 13, OPHIUCHUS October. Just show them what you've got. Don't try hard. All you have to do is be wondrous you. Okay? And then if someone is trying to write that back, just don't let, just immediate boundary. Don't wait with it. Immediate boundary. Ace of Cups, Four of Pentacles. There is something so good here. Ace of Cups, it's something so beautiful. It's so full, positive. And the Four of Pentacles, there's fear. There's fear of loss. There's fear of, well, it could be many, many things, right? Set a clear, straight boundary, but then don't let it overwhelm you. Just continue doing what you love, right? Because if you let it overwhelm you and you become, too engulfed in it, it will ruin it for you. It will sabotage it for you. And then they win. Well, they can't win. Not anymore. Enough is enough, says Spirit. No, seriously, I can see it. Things that used to slide, people's manipulation, gaslighting, lies, all that crap, it used to work. Little by little, you see how things are just exposed, how Spirit is incredibly impatient. Just incredibly impatient with that bullshit, because it also harms people who do that, right? They create negative karma for themselves. And they just stay stuck in this loop of unawareness and ego. It's exhausting to Spirit because, the divine also expands through our expansion. So when so many are just so dumbass stuck down there with Jesus. It's so boring. This soap opera is so boring. Can get a life, right? Just think about it, like such a waste of energy. And that wastes energy on Spirit as well. There's no negative, hateful energy from Spirit. It's not like that. It's just enough. It's just not working. Let's just untie all this. Let's just show them, people who do these things, that it's not working anymore, and maybe they'll learn to try a different way. Four of Wands. Success where it's due. Build it and they will come. With passion, with talent, with faith, with love, with truth. Build it and they will come. Forcing or coercing anyone to follow you never works. It's not inspiring. Inspiration, on the other hand, saying the truth and letting people choose. That gives a sense of freedom and safety And there's nothing more that people want than freedom and safety. I mean, isn't that the ultimate two things? Freedom and safety. Unfortunately, today we're constantly cornered into having to choose between the two. Try to make sure that in your own private life you don't have to choose. But if you're forced to only be free without safety, find another way. That if you're forced to only be safe without freedom, find another way. Good moon. What is this other way? Sorry. It doesn't have to be clear right now. It will show itself. The path will show itself. Right now I know it's a little misty with the moon here. There are a lot of feelings and a lot of fears and a lot of what ifs and unknown. Sometimes an unknown is better than a bad known. And I know people often of fear choose a known bad thing just because they know it and they know how to deal with it over a mysterious potential. If you already know something is not working or is not good, just don't be stuck on it. And if you're not sure what's the other way, what will happen once you leave that thing or end that thing or whatever, that's okay. That's okay. It will present itself in the best, most benevolent way if you show spirit that you believe in the possibility of the best possible way for you. Because if you enable and allow and support and contain and sustain and maintain something that is not good for you and is not benevolent for you and is not working, then it will for sure fail. However, if you strip it off and let a positive potential to grow into something solid, the right thing will come along or present itself. There's a train that is like really, really going for it with its honks. Is there a train traffic jam? What's going on? Okay, we'll just wait. Train drama? Mercury in retrograde in Libra, I've already noticed. Alongside Mars in Libra, Mars is pushing for truth to come out. Mercury in retrograde is doing it like unapologetically and intensely, and it's like, and I don't think the truth will come out confusingly. I think the reaction to it will be like, what? Say what now? They what now? I can't deal with that. Okay. Stop listening to empty words. Start looking at people's actions. Empty, beautiful words that are empty of action, it's just, it's very toxic and it means nothing. Queen of Swords, yep. Communication that is very clear, very sharp. Message, information, clear mindset. Clarity is going to come through very strongly this month. Page of Pentacles. You will receive a message that clarifies something. Where you can't overlook it, like it's just right in front of you, like the details are just so clear. Information, learning, studies. Nine of Pentacles, results. After labor, after work, after, you know, reaping fruits of labor. It's good. Some Virgo, there's Virgo energy, a lot of attention to detail. There's aspect of beauty, of something very, very polished, clean. They're also very creative. There's a lot of green here with these cards. So it's like power of manifestation, of growth, of creation. Showing more for Ophi. The Hangman. You're going to experience a big change in perspective in the coming month, Ophiuchus. Some of you are going to be tempted to stay in the victim mentality and like allowing rats to ride your back and then pass you. And some of you will have such a shift in perspective where you're going to unhang yourself, if that makes any sense. You're going to take yourself out of the noose that was basically, because look at what he's doing. He's like holding his feet up, so in a way like he's keeping himself up in the air so he doesn't choke on it. This ability to save yourself in the most surprising and creative ways. It's like, how did you get out of that? How did you deal with that? It will require some creative approach. I don't remember when they ever honked so much. I'm pretty sure you can hear it. If it was like cars honking, it would drive me nuts. But for some reason, when it's a train or a ship, I'm like, oh, a ship is making sounds. Oh, a train is like, it feels like romantic and cool. But if a car does that, you drive me nuts. But that, I don't know. It's interesting. I guess the connotation always, the context, not the connotation, the context can change your approach so much to something. Like if you know someone did something with a context, then it's fine. But if the context changes and you realize this and that information, you're like, whoa, no, nuh-uh. Kind of thing. So you're going to be required to kind of look at your environment in a very subtle, sharp way. Okay, the moon here, the hangman, it's like a cat. Like the cat. Can you be a cat? What's up? What's up? Sorry. Hey guys, how are you? What you doing? Are you new here? If you're new, subscribe. I don't know what you're waiting for. If you're already subscribed, you can press the bell button. You know, I don't know what you're waiting for. Give it a like. This is a bonus reading. I'm one of the very few readers who do Ophiuchus, so you can give this some kind acknowledgement. Look, some people are going to have you put them in their place, and it might feel unpleasant a little bit. The hangman. But there's also an initiation. Studies. What are you being initiated for? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Who's this cutie? Ophiuchus, who's this cutie? Who's this cutie for Ophiuchus? What is this? Three of Cups in the Sun. Well, that's a lovely turn of events. So we have some romance in that house. Someone is asking you out. You're going on a really fun date. Maybe spending some time in the sun. Becoming super infatuated with them. Like there's like falling in love. Ooh. Ophiuchus and this person sitting on a tree. Kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby, and I can't see a baby in a baby's carriage here. Oh, 2 cards of marriage. Look, I'm not saying you're getting married. I'm saying you might meet someone very cute that you might have some really nice time with. Just focus on having fun. Just focus on letting it be. And allowing yourself to let go a little bit and just enjoy your time. There's like a change in energy, like you're going from super serious and studious and detail oriented to like, okay, I need to let loose a little bit. I need to party. Just kidding. I need to have some fun. I need to go out. I need to meet this person. I need to give it a chance. Whatever. The sun here, that looks really promising. Want to look at the cards? Sorry, I don't know if you can see. There we go. Now you can see. 2 fours. Oh, mon Dieu, would you look at that? The sun and the moon. On one hand, divine feminine, divine masculine vibe. Right? The moon and the sun. On the other hand, when these two come out in a reading, that can show for some psychological issues someone is having. So if you're dealing with someone who has a little bit of a loose screw, and they're pulling all kinds of BS on you, be cautious. Like, set boundaries, protect yourself, but, you know, stay smart, stay safe, because this person, there might be something like wonky with them. There might not. They could suddenly switch into like vindictive weird mode, and like can go lying and saying like crazy things. Just as much as possible within the boundaries of setting important, healthy boundaries. Stay safe, right? Just don't interact any more than you absolutely have to. Just play the safe game, because if you're dealing with someone with a switch, anything else Ophi needs to know to summarize this reading? I'm going to continue this where I'm going to do an extended for Patreon, so you can find it on. So check out Patreon. It's in the description box. It's a monthly membership that you can cancel anytime, and you get all the extendeds this month and past months for unlimited streaming. You can go back in time and see everything, and that's on top of other VIP content and rune readings and all kinds of fun stuff. Lunar spirit readings, karmic shift and liberation, hey, and at the end of the extended for you guys I will pull runes as well. The Hermit, yeah, be observe Ophiuchus. Play your cards right. Play them, but play them right. I'm picking up on someone with some sort of emotional imbalance that can... Just don't be around them when that happens. And there's a lot of Virgo cards. Hello. King and Queen of Swords. Is this what's going on here? Yeah, you might be connecting with someone. Okay, I'm going to continue this right now. Thank you guys. Bye. I'll see you very soon.